Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another videos. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. So in today's video, we're going to be going through another episode of the university series. So if you haven't been following this series, you can go ahead and check it down below in the description. But basically today we are at the point where we're going to be talking about getting the acceptance letter, getting that offer letter from the school. So what you should be doing at this point, basically. So that's what this video is all about. So go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let's get into it. So if you've already applied, if you've already waited, now we're at the point where you literally have gotten that email saying that you've been offered a spot, right? So the very first thing you need to do when you've been offered a spot by a university or a college, the first thing you need to do is to read that offer letter. Read it very, very carefully. Make sure it's your name on it. Ensure you read what program you've been accepted for. Ensure that you look at the start date so that there are no misconceptions. So once you've read through it and it says that they've offered you a place to study for it, also look at the duration, because for example they might say, congratulations Tony, you've been offered a place to study biology for 3-4 years or whatever, any amount of time that they put on it. Yes, at whatever campus. So, just read it very carefully. Read the degree, read the duration, and ensure that it's your name on it. And so that's the first thing. Very much read that degree offer letter. And also you need to take into consideration, usually an offer letter is they will require that you put like a down payment to hold your spot. So for example, we talked about this already, so you had to apply to more than one school. So let's just say 3 schools send you the offer letter all at once, and you have to really decide which one you're going to take. So you can either accept, deny, or differ. Let's just say something go wrong and you really cannot do the program this year, but you want to defer it to the next academic year, then you can do that. Or if they can defer it to the next semester, you do that until the next semester. But you need to accept, you need to deny, or you need to defer the acceptance to study in that program, basically. So that's very, very important decision that you need to make. So read it very carefully. And if you've read it carefully, and usually the school will put like, okay, you need to make a down payment of, for example, $20,000 to hold your spot, kind of thing. So if you're reading and you say, okay, no problem, you have the down payment for my spot and whatever, you just click accepted. Some of them require you to log back on to the portal that you apply and click accept. And yeah, usually you just need to accept the offer letter, basically. Now once you've accepted it and you pay like a down payment, the down payment that they stated that okay, you need to pay this down payment in order to hold your spot, pay attention to when school is going to be starting, and also basically pay attention to when the tuition fees are due. So say, okay, the tuition fees are going to be due soon, and then school are going to start also by a certain time. So after you've gotten that acceptance and you realize, okay, the tuition fees are due, for example, maybe late August or something like that, if it's for the fall semester, then what you're going to be needing to do at that point is to get the funds together. So before in the other episode, we talked about when you're applying, you need to take financial resources into consideration. Now, when you've been given that acceptance now, so and you pay that down payment of maybe $20 or something for all the spot, you know that you're gonna have to get your funds together to pay the tuition fees by the deadline. So whether it's student loan, whether you're going to be using SLB, whether it's that anti-foreign, whether it's seeking sponsorship from different businesses or scholarships, whatever the case may be, that you're seeking basically assistance to pay your tuition fee, family member, just a loan, or maybe a private loan agency, no matter wherever you plan to get the money from, you just have to take into consideration, say, okay, the deadline is then, and if them say, okay, we need $20,000, then you have to go see how you're gonna grab up that $20,000 to pay and basically be able to start the program basically. So after you've managed to pay for your tuition fees, or you get the funds together and it's all right, tuition fees out of the way now, what you need to be considering now is whether you're going to be living, if it's out of parish from where you live, you need to be considering are you going to be living on campus on the dorms, or you're living off campus, or you rent off campus, what are you going to do? So that's what you need to consider next. There's a video which is going to be linked down below, which is going to be comparing on campus versus off campus. You can go ahead and check out that down below. But basically you need to decide where you get housing from. Basically you need to decide where you're going to be getting housing from, whether you're going to be applying to the halls of residents that are on the campus, or are you going to be finding somewhere to rent. So for example, usually on the application website you can apply for housing there, or if not on that same application website, they will direct you as to where you can get housing. Basically the admissions are going to direct you to that, because it's usually there on the application portal for most places, or if not, Google it and click on campus housing and at the particular campus, at a particular school, and just go on that website and apply, right? Now if it's a case where you say no, on campus too expensive, me not live on campus, you want to live off campus, if you know somebody we rent near to the school, you can find out. You can also check online, you can Google it and do all of them something there and see if you can Google it and stuff, and see if you can find any advertisements, social media, Instagram, Facebook, and see if nobody are rent. And usually, and also this is very important, check the school, because usually the schools, each school usually have like a housing section, or they will have a list of approved renters. That's a word, I'm not sure that's the word, but basically there's an approved list, because I've seen this list in groups of off-campus housing with the telephone number, the rent, and basically all that details that the school sometime work with these people and say okay, them approve them so students can go live there. So you can also check your school if they have an like approved off-campus list or something like that. So the next thing now, after you find the housing, is to definitely make the deposit, the down payment, and whether you stay on the campus, you have to go clear the entire semester fee or get a payment plan. Or if you're gonna live off campus, you can definitely contact the person and pay the first month's rent and all that stuff. In a future video, we're going to be talking about packing and all that stuff, and even more. We're going to even go into more details about how to find housing in another episode, but that's for another episode. But you need to clear off those fees for the housing, for the tuition fees, and you have the offer letter and you see accepted already, then you're good. This is the part where we're talking about getting accepted. The next step now, after so you're good with housing and you're good with the tuition fees, all is well, you need to be thinking about your school supplies. So as I said before, we talk about packing a little later on, but your school supplies such as your books, pens and pencil, depending on what you're studying, you might need a lab coat, you might need clothes to shoes, you might even need a uniform based on what you're going to be studying. So things like that, you have to, be snappy with it. And if it's a nursing or something like that, you have to have your uniform made. You have to have your uniform made if it's nursing or something like that. So you have to be really snappy with this thing, you understand? So you have to get your books and school supplies, lab coat, uniform, anything you're going to be need. You have to get things in order for you. You don't want Monday morning come and school start and you don't have everything you need. Because let me tell you something, the difference between university or college and high school is that in some cases in a high school, the first week usually somewhat like a bit laid back. In a university, then literally have a timetable and every week is accounted for in that semester timetable or whatever you want to call it. So when the Monday come, don't think say, oh, we're going to goof off because the first day. Listen to me, sometimes some lecturers make you just, take it easy the first week, some of them. But don't be shocked if you're going to the class on the Monday and them are run the class like crazy on the Monday. Don't be shocked, because let me tell you, with me first start university, I think it was with chemistry, me start the chemistry and I say, oh God man, at the first week and me have so much work, like we did actually did it and me did so confused my first week of school. I'm really sit down in a room and I said, but wait, how did I get here? How did I really get here? I'm literally lost in the first week with the amount of work. And it's only been a week. The first week of school, as a matter of fact. So Don't be shocked if you don't go to school, them just the lecturers them just start boop with the work, and the work just depend you under pressure. Don't be shocked. So just get yourself together during the summer, during the Christmas break, depending on when you're starting school. Get your housing together, because you don't want school to start Monday and rush and you say, oh God, I'm not find out if you live. Or if you know it's too far, if you know it's gonna take you 5 hours for left from your yard to get to the school, no bother with it. That that commute don't make no sense. So do what you need to do very early so you can get a spot on campus, or you're gonna live or you're gonna rent off campus, but you need to put something together. You don't want school start. And college say take you 3 hours to reach at school every day. And you say, oh God man, this is not working out at all. You did have in your mind so me go commute, but listen, when I don't do the 3 hours I travel every day, 3 hours go, 3 hours go back home and I say, no man, I really cannot do this. Then you really say, oh God, me should have just rent somewhere or find a place. But just put things in place and put measures in place. So when you start school, the focus can be on school. Or if it's a case where you have planned for work a job while you go to school, depending on your schedule, don't take the job until you see a timetable. Do not take a job and say I'm a part-time job. Your part-time job, have to go work on the class, because the lecturers, them not care if I work you're gone or wherever, them I run them class regardless. So just know that. So take all of those things into consideration. But basically, this episode is all about what to do next after getting accepted into college, into university. Stay tuned for the next episode where I'll be going more in depth about housing. And yeah, basically that's it. But go ahead and check out some of the links down below. And this is the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye guys.